So yeah, thank you everybody for coming to the Graham Sustainability Scholars Info Session. My name is Greta. I'm an intern at the Graham Sustainability Institute. I was also a former Graham Scholar. I finished up last November, and I am a current master's student here at SEAS. But I did my undergrad here as well. Mason, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mason. I am also an intern with the Graham Institute, as well as in the current cohort of Graham Sustainability Scholars. I am a junior undergrad studying Earth and Environmental Science.
Okay. So just to give a little bit of background as to what the Graham Sustainability Institute is, it falls under the Office of the Vice Provost for Sustainability and Climate Action. So it's not affiliated with any school or college. We focus on interdisciplinary collaboration between students, faculty, expert partners, and decision makers to work on real world sustainability challenges. The Graham Scholars Program is just one of many programs at the Institute. Some of the others include the Water Center, which works on water quality issues, and the Center for Empowering Communities, which does work on solar, and there are many others. But yeah, it's a hub for a lot of sustainability research. Um, so to give a little bit of intro as to the Graham Scholars Program, it will equip you with the essential skills and experiences you need to become a sustainability leader. Um, Selected scholars participate in the program for 3 semesters, and it's open to undergrads who have completed at least 3 semesters of coursework, and it's open to all majors. We encourage people from every different background, every different school or college to apply, because that just strengthens the interdisciplinary teams that are put together. We want people that are from all different backgrounds. You also don't need any prior sustainability experience or expertise in the field. The intention of the program is that you grow these skills and you get these experiences, and then when you leave the program, you leave more well rounded than you came. So, yeah, no worries about your past sustainability experience. It's just a desire and a drive to make change. And then, yeah, Mason will go a little bit into the key experiences as a scholar.
All right. Real quick, I'm not sure if it's just on my screen, but the slides are not changing, so we're still on the first.
Oh,
There we go. It just loaded
oh, it
for me.
just loaded.
All
Okay.
right. All right. Um, As a Graham Scholar, there are a couple key experiences you can look forward to. You will work on hands-on projects with an interdisciplinary team that works on tackling a sustainability challenge through a local community organization. You will learn from your teammates as well as your community partner. You will also have the chance to, well, you also will attend monthly professional development seminars, which could, for example, be like a focus on project management and ethical community engagement. There's also up to $4,000 available, which will apply towards an applied sustainability course to help you learn more about sustainability principles and work with data or research and strengthen your knowledge in sustainability. We do have a list of suggested courses that would apply for this course. However, it's kind of flexible to meet your like major requirements, your interests. So if you have one that you want to take, there's room to make that work for you. We start this program with the kickoff orientation in September. This is historically at the UM Biostation, but due to some renovations this year, we're going to be at a camp out in Western Michigan. This will be a really fun opportunity to build a community with your cohort, and get familiar with some of the program elements and enjoy some really fun outdoor activities.
Cool.
All right. Some additional benefits of the Graham Scholars Program is you have the opportunity to meet sustainability-minded students in your cohort. These scholars may be part of sustainability clubs across campus or sustainability organizers, which is a great opportunity to connect with people all over campus and all throughout different majors. For me in particular, this program has created a couple new and lasting friendships, thanks to the amount of time we spend together over 3 terms. Um, there's also, through Graham, a newly developed alumni council, which was formed to sort of pair scholar alums with current scholars so you can like further network and expand your career readiness and make the most of your time as a scholar. Connecting with these individuals who are out working in, I guess, yeah, real jobs out in the field right now, is a great opportunity for you. As well, every scholar has the opportunity to apply for a paid summer internship through the grants program, where you will work with one of the given project partners, which we'll mention a little bit later in the slides. It can be the same one you work with through the program, or a completely new one if you want to expand your horizontal or horizons a little bit. But yeah, that's another great opportunity for you guys. Throughout this program, we have a couple opportunities for you to gain key competencies, including collaboration, communication, adaptability, shared visioning, self-awareness, anticipatory thinking, and community engagement. You'll gain these through either our monthly seminars, discussion prompts, or you'll just learn them through your hands-on work with your project partner. So any of these areas, if you want to feel a little more confident in them, or just expand some of those skills you've already built, this is a great program for you, and you'll get a lot of opportunity to do so.
The slides aren't changing.
Here we go.
Is anyone else experiencing that? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry, I might be lagging a little bit.
All right. So yeah, those are some of the key skills we hope you guys will learn. Is a great opportunity. Every day you'll be working with your project team, you'll work with your project partner. You'll develop these skills really easily.
Okay. Can you guys see the slide?
It's still frozen on my screen, so maybe we'll just go a little slow when it loads.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. There we go. All right.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so just to go a little bit more into the team projects. So you'll be working on a real world sustainability project, finding solutions that will benefit your local community. So the Graham Institute finds these local partners and organizations that are off campus. And then scholars get the chance to learn about each partner, learn about the different project proposals, and they get to share with us who they would be the most interested in working with. Um, so then the Graham staff makes these teams with a few different priorities in mind. So one of them is we want these teams to be really interdisciplinary. You know, we want people with different skill sets coming to the table, and so that way everybody can learn from each other and contribute differently to the project. We also are prioritizing, you know, what each scholar wants, what, you know, you ranked as your first and second and third choices. Because obviously whatever we want to help you in your career and personal goals, and so that way you can take as much as possible away from the program. And yeah, how suitable do we think you would be for the different projects? So the project teams are typically composed of 4 to 5 scholars, and the anticipated weekly commitment is around 2 to 3 hours a week. So this kind of looks like you're either meeting with your team, you're meeting with your partner, alongside the seminars that Mason mentioned earlier. And this can vary a little bit across the course of the program. So early in your project, you might have less work to do, you might not have things fleshed out, so you might be working a little bit less, but maybe a few months into it, you know, you might be dedicating some more time to it. So that's an on average sort of estimate. So there's also project funding available for needs like transportation to the site. You know, if you have some on-site work to do, or you know, you want to meet your partner in person. And we also have funding for food and like materials. So yeah. So here are some of the examples of our current partners that current scholars are working on. So there's the Washtenaw 2030 district, which that's Mason's partner. The Washtenaw County Resiliency Office, the Stewardship Network, the Wayne County Office of Sustainability and Innovation, and then the Marygrove Community Association. Can you see the slide, Mason?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's a range in location. Some are much closer to campus here in Ann Arbor and Washtenaw County, and then we have a few Detroit partners as well. And our partners vary year to year. So we've had some that have been with us for multiple years. Washington 2030 district has been with us for like I think over 4 years. And we have some that are new, like the Stewardship Network and the Resiliency Office. So um, yeah, you can rely on there being different options. Um, and yeah, so when I was in the program, my partner was a local urban farm called Growing Hope. It's in Ypsilanti. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of it. Our project was to develop a sliding scale business model for the farm's compost donation system. So that way, everyone can donate compost without costing Growing Hope. Because what was happening before was uh, everyone was kind of just dumping off food scraps for free, but it has an impact on labor and capacity for the farm to be taking all these scraps. So we created a payment system. We also developed educational materials for other local farms, individual homes, apartment complexes, and then also restaurants to implement composting systems to engage the wider community and really strengthen the circular economy. And then if Mason wants to talk a little bit about his project.
All right. I am currently partnered with the Washtenaw 2030 district. This is an organization working to provide houses of worship across Washtenaw County with the resources needed to decarbonize. So this includes mainly helping to secure funding for solar panels, as well as installing heat pumps and keeping like energy audits. So a lot of my work is research into solar potential for each of these houses of worship, as well as opportunities to gain funding so the solar panel costs aren't coming directly out of the church's pockets. Um, from there, a lot of my work is outreach to houses of worship across Washington County, and trying to build those connections and see if we can help decarbonize.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna wrap up the presentation by sharing the application is currently open. It's open through April 5th. You guys have a little bit under a month. You'll need to provide a short narrative, your transcripts, which can be unofficial, which you can find on Wolverine Access if anyone needed that. And then also your resume or curriculum vitae. And we anticipate providing you guys whether or not you were accepted by May 7th. Um, yeah,
So
so,
real quick, wait for that slide to load
oh,
because so you guys can see it. But yeah, May 7th is when you will hear from us. It is open through April 5th. Those are the important dates to know. April 5th.
yes. Is it, can you
There
see
you
it
go.
now?
It's loaded. There we go.
Sorry about this, guys. I like can't see it on my end, so. Um, yeah, and you can also find this on our website. I'm sure, yeah, yeah, we have all the details there. Okay, so with that, I'll end the presentation. We really encourage you all to apply. Mason and I have both had such positive experiences with the program, and truthfully, any experience, working on a project with an external partner is going to help you in a future career in one way or another. And it's really fulfilling, to know you've been able to, make sustainable change and help your community in that way. And this is a great way if you haven't had sustainability experience to make an impact with an external partner. So, with that, if you guys have any questions, um, you could put it in the chat, or if you raise your hand, I can let you unmute. Let me double check that.
I don't see any hands raised. All right.
Okay. Well,
Oh, wait, there we go.
oh,
Okay. What has been the greatest impact that the program has had on you? I can start with mine. I think working with the project partner has been the most impact for me. I've done a lot of like, class projects or even just like projects working with a team at the University of Michigan. But working with a project partner that's actually out in the industry in Washtenaw County brings some new intricacies to it. Working on communication, working on deadlines, things like that that you don't always need to think of when you're working just at the university.
yeah, I would definitely agree. I think it's the closest to like if you don't have internship experience or if you haven't been like had a job out in the real world yet, I think learning how to work with different stakeholders and value their priorities, and yeah, learn how to run meetings and coordinate everything. I think a lot of people don't get the chance to do that for a variety of reasons, but I think that was there were big lessons there. I also feel like the connections that I've made like within my team, like I think the only person I was a pipe major, so the program in the environment. I was the only person on my team who was that major, which I didn't expect because whatever, it's the like most sustainability major, but one of my teammates was econ, one of them was like movement science. So like everyone's coming with a different perspective, and I think that's also really close to a real world environment. Um and who you're gonna be working with people that you all have different backgrounds. So it's like I feel like you learn a lot about, getting on a level playing field and, yeah, learning from each other's perspectives.
Yeah. And you'll learn some new skills that way. They have some viewpoints, some skill sets that you may not have. And you can definitely learn a lot from that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the sliding scale business model for my project, that was like completely out of my wheelhouse. But my friend now, she's like one of my close friends, Emily. Like she was an econ major, and yeah, we were like I gained a new skill set that I wasn't anticipating. So yeah. Anything else? Yeah, of course.
Of course. All right.
And if you have any other questions, guys, you can email Carly. I think her email's up on the screen. Yeah,
Yep.
at
Right, right, right.
carlyes@umich.edu. She's the program manager. She will be your point person for uh, the majority of the program if you're accepted. So she can also help. And also, if you email Mason or I, we can
Yeah.
we can
We'll
also
always,
answer
we'll always be there.
questions
Yep.
afterwards. Um, okay, well,
We
you
look
guys are
forward to your
feel
guys' applications.
Yeah, we look forward to your applications. Feel free to head out. We Mason and I will also stay on for a little bit after if anyone else wants to ask some questions.
Thank you guys for being here.